Good evening. My name is Sonia Samtani, and welcome to my snippet called Behind the Mask, bringing you conscious and real conversations that you may not have in your daily lives. Today, I'd like to talk about an emotion that has the power to make us feel that we've lost all our power in a matter of seconds. And that emotion is fear. Fear is something that many of us like to pretend that we don't feel if we can help it. However, fear exists in all of us. It's an innate emotion, so obviously it has a place in our lives, in our systems, and it has lessons to teach us. We don't have to learn to feel fear. It's already there. It's a part of our emotion and a part of our experience of life. You just need to look at a baby or an animal to know that fear exists in all beings, right from when we are born. So let's start by just getting that thinking that it's possible to have an existence where we will never feel fear again is probably not going to happen. It's always going to be there, and that's okay. But what we can do is to continue to heal and resolve those specific fears one by one. And each time we do it, we grow tremendously and feel a huge burst of confidence. For example, we can go to a therapist or use our will to heal our fear of cockroaches, water, fear of failure, speaking, or being in crowded spaces, if we want to. And when we do heal and resolve, it gives us freedom in that area, and it boosts our self-esteem. However, it doesn't mean that when we've resolved one fear, we suddenly become fearless in all areas. This is a journey that requires constant awareness and a willingness that is there to move beyond it. So what are fears? Well, it happens to all beings that have a mind. It's a mental association, and the deepest fear is that of survival, which is why both babies and animals who don't have a fully developed conscious mind both feel it. So anytime we associate a stimulus with danger that threatens our survival, fear takes over our mind and bodies, and it makes us feel like we have no control. So if you have a stimulus like fear of cockroach or fear of water, your body might start shaking and you might start behaving in a way where you just have no control. You don't want to behave like that, but it just happens. And the main lesson that fear is here to teach us is to learn trust and faith. Now, this is a big one for all of us. Fear and faith can't coexist. So if we have absolute faith in something, there is no fear in that area. Like you could have faith that you would love your children no matter what, and there is no question about that, and there is no fear in that area. And if you have a fear about something, like you could have the fear of flying, there is no faith that you will be safe in an airplane. So in order for us to continue being true to ourselves, get that we will all have fear. And really, there is no need to hide it. It's just there to continue teaching us to surrender and to have faith. A few examples of fears. I can speak about myself. I have a huge fear of needles, which I am continuing to do some work on. I haven't fully actually worked on it, and it's still there. And that's okay. And I see people in my sessions for fears all the time. A big fear for a lot of people is the fear of public speaking, which stems from the fear of being judged and a fear of being unaccepted by the crowd. I used to have that fear when I was about 15 years old, and now I teach people to do public speaking. So it is possible to overcome it. And then there's also a big fear of death, which is grappling a lot of people. We can start with just being able to talk about it. Talking about it is freeing. And also, it's definitely something that other people will be able to relate to. So there's no need really to hide it or to pretend, because we know that we all have fears. And in fact, the only person that you're actually hiding it from is yourself, because others can tell. So in your area of fear, I'd like you to think about, where are you lacking trust and faith? Are you doubting that you can move forward? or doubting that you will be not protected or that you will not be safe. The ultimate faith that is missing is not a faith in another person or a faith that the situation will turn around and you're suddenly going to get a lot of money. The ultimate faith is a faith in yourself, that I can handle it, and a faith in the universe, that the universe is working for me and not against me. So even saying simple statements like, I trust that I have what it takes to handle this, and I know the universe is on my side, are great statements to say to yourself about anything that you're currently scared about. So it's not giving yourself a delusion, it's just giving more faith and surrendering to the universe. So I would suggest let's be on this adventurous journey, admit that we're always going to have fears, and begin to place more trust in those areas so we can act from a place of surrender more and more each day.